and really trying to get our quarterbacks to understand, how to manage the clock, make sure we're disciplined, putting our guys in situations when they're tired to have to think. And we're not where we need to be. We're a work in progress there, and Montana's not too far off. But, overall, we were able to get through today. I don't think there was any significant serious injuries. Sidney Malou, we believe, will be able to come back. It was a grade 1 MCL strain. So, it wasn't an ACL tear, so we'll get him back. However, he's probably going to be redshirted. And still implementing a lot of our offensive schemes. The power play is it's a complicated play. It looks easy, but just the number of repetitions that our guys and our backs have to see is critical. So to say pleased with this practice, I think that wouldn't be accurate, but we've got to bounce back and have a better one this afternoon. So questions.
Craig, you mentioned that you're working on clock management too with your quarterbacks. Again, I know that doesn't happen overnight. So
right.
Is that coming well? Are you pleased where the progress is there? Or is that still a pretty slow one right now?
Better as far as just managing the clock in the 2-minute situation. Just understanding, okay, you know what, you've got X number of downs where you're at. Where's your field goal kicker's range at? To say you're going to, throw a fade when it's going to be we got to learn. And that's not to say we won't throw a fade in the game, but I think you need to take the points. But it's unfair for us not to put those players, particularly the quarterbacks, in those situations. That's part of what we need to do as coaches, that when they come out, that, all the situations that we can think of are covered for them. But Colby's doing a good job. I think Tommy's making some better progress.
Had you done?
How are those freshman tight ends coming? I know it's probably still a process, but are you seeing any separation that maybe any of them could possibly help you?
We're taking a hard look. I'm going to reserve judgment before we make a statement. I think probably one of them will end up playing right now, and that's a complicated position. That and the fullback position is an important position for us. So they all three have a great promise. Which one we play is going to be contingent upon who's probably got the best maturity. Typically when you play a freshman, it comes down to positional need, ability, and then the third factor is emotional maturity. Just because they may have the other two, all of a sudden they're in English and they're away from home and they've got a composition paper and there's new game plans, and certain guys are not in position to be able to process all that. And so you try to make a decision as a coaching staff with each player on how we make those decisions.
I know fall camp is supposed to be a grind. This is what the 12th practice, 10th day, and no days off. Do you like how your guys are at least hanging in there? Because I know it can get to be such a grind. So are you pleased with kind of their mentality to how they're hanging in there at this point?
Good question. We have not had a day off, and what has happened though, the NCAA, we space out our double days. Heck, when I was playing, we went double days every day, and last man standing played. These guys, they want to be good. They don't realize right now how hard they got to continue to go, and fundamentally. And so, please, we've got more guys surviving than what we'd like. We need to have some guys that are competing as opposed to just surviving and punching the clock. But that is a process, and we're going to keep on pushing them.